Hey everybody, welcome back to Women Carry Knives. What are we looking at today? Well, nothing, because I have nothing on the table. We are taking a look at the Axial Enzie. This is a pretty cool little knife. So this does go for $189. But in my opinion, it's worth it. I am really enjoying this knife. Now, I'm sorry, I did not clean the blade. Let's do that. This has been a fabulous little knife to have. It's really, I believe a Therapeutic Edge got this, but it's not so much for his size hand as it is more so for my size hand. It fits really well in hand for me. This is definitely going to be a smaller knife. What do you get for your $189? Well, you're going to get a 20 CV modified tanto blade, and you have a nice satin finish on it. Very beautiful. I love kind of the upsweep of this, which makes it just that much more useful, in my opinion. It is titanium. It is a frame lock, as you can see there. And the clip is actually Tie2, I believe. No, it is not. It is stainless steel, if I'm correct. Your handle, though, is really neat because it's going to be a bead blasted finish. So it's very smooth. It's very nice, if you can see that. And make sure I'm staying on camera here because I know sometimes I can get a little off camera with you guys. It is ambidextrous. So for those of you out there with my lefties, it does have some lefty love. You are able to carry it. Now, the thing I like is the clip is very low profile. It is also inset into the scales there, and your screws are sunken in, which is very nice. This is not one that you're going to really put a lanyard on. Obviously, it doesn't have a lanyard hole, but it's not really a lanyard knife. I'm amazed because it is actually very light. Now, it does run on bearings. You guys, this is really smooth. And with a small shake, you can actually even just drop it shut. So for me, this has been a fabulous knife. Now, we don't do anything really tough with our knives, as you know, because there's nothing really we have to do tough. But we do some 550 paracord. Sometimes we do some rope. We do cardboard. We tend to use them in the kitchen, open up packages, cut tape, boxes, whatnot. And for what we have used it for, just for everyday use, everyday purpose, it has actually been very wonderful. Again, I love the upsweep of the blade a little bit because as you're kind of doing a pull cut, you can really get that tip in there, which is really nice. I really prefer that. You do have a little bit of kind of jimping, more so I think it's more of an aesthetic look, but it is kind of a bit of jimping on the back of your blade there, so you are able to choke up on it. There's the Axial logo there for you, if you do not know that. I do like the fact that, you know, a lot of knives billboard rather largely. This is very subtle. It's very small, and I do like that. The size, as I said, is really nice. The action is just incredibly, incredibly smooth. I mean, flips out. It is a flipper. You do have some jimping on the back of your flipper tab, if I did not tell you that right there. It flips out very smoothly. As I said, it is very smooth on the drop, but not going to take your fingers off, which is really nice. So I do like that. Let's go ahead and do a couple of size comparisons here. Now, your pocket clip is going to be offset to the side a little bit. So you can see as I lay it down, you know, your angle is going to be a little bit off, just so you know that. Let's compare it first to the mini banter or the baby banter. You can see the baby banter is definitely small. This is more of kind of a medium size, small, between small and medium. If we take a look at it next to the bug out, one of my babies here, I consider the bug out to be more of a medium sized knife. So this is still going to run for me in the small to medium category, or this medium category. And lastly, let's take a look at it next to the Rat 1, which we all know and love. Definitely a large knife. Absolutely not a large knife. All right, if I give you guys the, and I know you like me to do the grams too, so let me find my scale here. All right, let's start out with the measurements. So we'll put the scale to the side here for a minute. Your blade length on this is going to be 2.81 inches, and your cutting edge is really 2 3/4 inches. which is still a good size for a medium size knife. Your handle or your closed length is going to be just shy of 4 inches. And your overall length will then be about 6 3/4 inches. Now, the other thing I really like about this is you do have a deep carry pocket clip, and it is actually a true deep carry. So if I have a piece of paper here, I will show you that. See that? There is nothing sticking out of pocket. Now, I do like that. The only complaint I have on this, it does have a nice clip on it. I do like the fact that it has, it's not a very hard retention. It is almost a little bit soft. However, because of the length of the clip, for me, it does stay in pocket very nicely. It doesn't feel like it's going to come out. It really doesn't slip out. And it's just enough, like I said, the retention's kind of soft. It's a little bit, you know, a little bit light on that. But I haven't had an issue with it. And that kind of surprised me because I really thought I was going to, being that it is really light. Now, if there was a different clip, I would probably see about doing something a little more strong or stronger, just because I feel like with that, it's going to give you a little more assurance that you're not going to lose your knife. It's not going to fall out of your pocket. Everything is nicely rounded on here. I really do like that. It's kind of very simple design. You know, the handle being rectangular, I've always said I love that because I love the fact that you are able to get any hand size really with a rectangular blade. Now, as you can see, and again, I don't know if you remember, but I'm 3 inches across, 4 inches diagonally. I tend to hold this one like this. So if you do have larger hands, you may be able to get 4 fingers on there. Now, Therapeutic Edge isn't here right now, but I would have him put it in his hand to show you. That is me choking up on a little more. If I'm back on it, it is just 4 fingers. So is it going to be for the larger hand? Maybe. I'm going to give you a definite maybe. You can see where it lands. Like I said, if I choke up a little bit more on it, I would be able to get 1 more finger on there. That's assuming that you do have smaller hands. But yes, I have absolutely just been very happy with this knife. It is just as sharp as it was out of the box, very sharp. It barely takes anything to cut anything that we've done, especially the paracord. Someday I'm going to have to bring some paracord out and just show you guys how easy it cuts through it. But I have been very happy with this knife. I'm not super familiar with this company, so it has been awesome to be able to have it, to get it in hand, to see what it is like. Just to show you, it came very well centered. And even on a frame lock here, your lockup's going to be probably about 40, I'm going to call that about 40%. But really nice. For lefty, the detent's very soft. But you guys, this has just been, I'm really in love with this knife. I've been enjoying having it around. It's been fun to play with. You know, I almost kind of wish this had thumb studs. But for what it is, and for the price that it is, I am very happy with it. And I would say, yes, I would definitely get one of these. Now, I don't know if it comes in any other colors. Not that I'm aware of. I'm pretty sure it is just in the titanium. But, you know, sometimes it's nice to just have titanium. Now, not all my knives are titanium. I have a large variety of different, from G10 to micarta, titanium, carbon fiber. I don't really have a preference. I think camping and stuff, maybe I would prefer either G10 or titanium, not necessarily micarta, just because it depends on what I'm doing camping. I would tend to use either a G10 or titanium when fishing for either gutting or scaling. This one has performed very well in the kitchen just for the little bit that we've used it for. And yeah, again, really happy with this one. I hope you guys enjoyed a look at this. Again, this is the Axial Enzie. It does run for $189. I can leave a link down in the description for you. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave it down in the comment section. You know, I try to answer each and every one of you. And on the way out, if you could hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber, I'd love to have you hit that subscribe button. Love to have you here all the time. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, take care.